Let's decorate a This Took Forever cookie. This is 1 cookie out of 5 in the cross-stitch cookie set. Before you can really start decorating this cookie, you do have to put a full white base, let it dry, and then also trace the template design and transfer that template design to your cookie. To understand all the steps involved with that and to follow along, watch the cross-stitch cookie set full video linked down below. You transferred your design with your tissue paper and fine tip edible pen, and now you are ready to decorate. So you grab that black detail consistency royal icing and you're going to pipe on This Took Too Much Time. This took too long. This took forever. That's what's on this cookie. You'd think I would know. I just made it. And you can decide if you want to follow the natural flow of these letters, or if you want to keep kind of like the jagged approach that would be more realistic for if you had sewn this onto a piece of fabric, just like you are piping it onto a cookie. It's really not just like, because piping, you could have it flow much better. In cookie decorating, there's kind of this agreed upon idea that you either like, when you're doing lettering, you either like lettering that really flows, you like a script lettering, you like something that you don't have to worry about getting the lines kind of perfect on. You're having your icing just kind of flow out of your piping bag. Or you really like a sans serif font, which this would kind of qualify for. We're not going to get into technicalities of typefaces here, but you like a font that's very kind of straight. And I find the people who are really, really good at doing line work, at really fine detail work with lines, are excellent at doing sans serif writing. So if that is you, please share your cookie with me. I want to see how you do it. Now we're moving on to the outside border, and this one, I will tell you, you're gonna feel like you're doing a hot mess. The thing I recommend most here is there are 6 diamonds on this cookie, and then there's kind of these like oval-y circle shapes in between all the diamonds. I recommend going through and piping the 6 diamonds first and then connecting them by doing all the ovals in between. And I kind of do that to a point on these cookies, but I would recommend doing it because otherwise, as you're going through, this literally happened to me, you will kind of lose the fact that there's diamonds in this design and they won't keep their shape as nicely. They'll be lost into these kind of ovals. And so by doing the diamonds first, you can make sure they're a little bit more, rigid is not quite the word, but differentiated is the word I will go with here. So follow what I say, don't do what I do. Whatever that saying is, you know what I'm talking about. So there's also, when it comes to these kind of oval shapes, there's probably more than 2 ways you could do them, but I show 2 different ways. So I start by doing a scallop shape on the top, and then I just repeat that scallop shape on the bottom of it, and voila, we have ovals. You could do it that way, or I'm going to switch to doing it a different way when I move to the bottom, where again, I'm coming in, I'm doing that diamond first, because I believe on a previous cookie I decorated, I lost that diamond shape and I was a little annoyed that I lost it. Or when you could do the ovals, you can kind of do the top and do the bottom, or you can just kind of pipe in an oval shape all the way around. I was going to say circle, but then you would lose the oval shape because these look kind of more like eyes than they do circles. And you're just going to keep repeating this until you have filled in the entire border with those black oval shapes and those 6 diamonds. This part really feels like it takes forever. This cookie has an apt message. So after you finish that black border, grab your red royal icing, that detail, and every single one of those diamonds, you're going to do 4 red dots. And so 2 by 2, that's the 4 red dots we're doing in every single one of those diamonds. I was going to say in those red diamonds. That doesn't make any sense. You're putting red into the diamonds. And then you are going to grab your blue and you're going to alternate every other one of these squares going off of, it's a little different. Okay. So on the top, we have blue and blue against the red diamond, and then you're going to alternate every other one is going to be blue, and then surrounding the red diamond is going to stay blue. So then we alternate that every single one is blue, and we're again putting 4 dots into every single one. You don't have to worry about the dots being incredibly uniform or making a perfect square or anything like that. It really won't make a difference. And the sides are really where this alternating is going to change a little bit. And when I say sides, I mean the left and the right, because we only have 2 of those squares, so only one of them can be blue, which means that one of the squares one of the ovals next to the diamonds is going to be green instead of blue, but everything else is going to stay the same, where we're alternating the blue except for these 2 ovals on the left and the right. So after we get our 4 dots of blue inside every single one of these every other one of these ovals, we're going to come in and repeat that same process with the green, just adding 2 by 2, 4 dots over and over again in these oval shapes. And did I not say this took forever? But that does complete our This Took Forever cookie. There are 5 designs total in this cross-stitch inspired cookie set. Download the free guide to follow along and get some additional detail on how to decorate these for yourself.